Think we're good?
Yeah, it'll take a second to pick back up.
Okay.
Benson on the keeper. Tackled by number 6, Caleb Randolph. Loss of 7 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 22.
Oh, that's
from the Lancer 25-yard line.
All right, I think we're back up.
All right. Yep, it's showing up on mine. All right, we're back here. 3rd and 22. Belleville East got sacked on 2nd and 10, so now they're at 3rd and 22 from their own 25-yard line. Milner takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's got receivers down deep. He scrambles, see if he's going to try to take this on his own. He has some room to run, but it's going to be well short of the first down marker. So Belleville East will have to decide what to do on 4th and 10 from their 38-yard line.
15-yard gain on the play for the Lancers. Brings up 4th and 6.
Looks like they're going to send Keith and Jones out to punt once again. A little over 3 minutes remaining in this first quarter. O'Fallon currently leading 7-0. It's going to be Jalen Smith back to return for O'Fallon. Jones kicks it off. Smith is going to let it go out of bounds around the 30-yard line. That's where the ref's going to rule it.
Jones' punt out of bounds. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Panthers.
All right, out comes O'Fallon offense. 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line. Colt's going to hand it off to his running back. Good tackle there by the Lancers. Jaden Howard, who had the sack earlier in the game, brings him down.
Tackled by number 11, Jaden Howard.
See if Belleville East tries to make any adjustments here on defense. O'Fallon was able to pretty much pick them apart on their last offensive drive. A lot of shotgun action here. Colt takes a quick screen to his receiver, who has some room to run, and he's going to get that first down. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to find his way to the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds right behind the 40-yard line of Belleville East.
Kick for a Panther, first down. Forced out by number 25, Jaden Coleman.
Jaden Coleman forced him out of bounds. Here we go for O'Fallon starting at the 48 line on this 1st and 10. He's going to hand it off once again, and he's going to get to about the 40 before East brings him down.
Caldwell, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 13, Xavier Martin. 8-yard carry on the play, brings up 2nd and 2.
All right, after the 8-yard carry that was stopped by Xavier Martin, it's going to be 2nd and 2 for O'Fallon. See if quick passes in the plans here. It's going to be a pass, and he gets him to the quick receiver there. He's going to get that first down, but not much after that.
Number 17, Tucker Lehman.
Tucker Lehman, the receiver there for O'Fallon. They're picking up the pace once again. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own, from Belleville East 35. All right, here we go. See if we can put some pressure here on Michael Colt at quarterback. He takes a snap, and 72 is trying to get to him, but Colt is going to scramble. There's a flag on the play, most likely going to be on O'Fallon, and it's going to be Jaden Howard who brings him down. He doesn't gain much on that, if even a yard. Let's see what the ref's going to rule here. It's going to be holding on the O'Fallon offensive line. Going to bring the ball back 10 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 20 for O'Fallon.
10-yard penalty, bring up 2nd and 20.
holding call is killer to this O'Fallon offense that now is going to have the ball back at, looks like, the 48 of their own. 46-yard line of O'Fallon for 1st and 27. The flag is from where the penalty happened, so the penalty was back where Colt started scrambling on that play. But here we go, wide receiver in motion. Colt, pressure on him once again, and he's just going to throw that ball into the dirt. Another flag on the play. Hopefully not a late hit on the Belleville East Lancers. The flag was called right near the end of the play.
Flag on the play.
See if it was another holding call. Ref going over to the O'Fallon sideline, possibly asking for their decision. All 3 refs called their flags.
No penalty on the play. Result on the play.
Okay, refs are going to pull off the flag, and it's going to be 2nd and 27 after the incompletion there by Michael Colt after he had a lot of pressure on his face. Definitely keep an eye on the 2 defensive linemen, Anthony Cunningham and O.J. Mosley, for this Belleville East Lancers team. They've put a lot of pressure on quarterbacks early on in the season. Play is going to be stopped by the head ref here. All right. Looks like clock is rolling again. Here we go. Colt takes a snap, backs up, takes a quick pass there to 17, and he's going to be stopped on about the 45. It was Tucker Lehman again on that reception. It's going to be 3rd and a long 20 here for the O'Fallon offense. O'Fallon is so backed up because of the holding penalty early on in this drive. Wide receivers or running back switches sides on the play. Colt takes it, and I'd assume either the Panthers offensive line just was not aware of what was going on there. Either that or it was a offsides penalty on the Lancers, because offensive line of O'Fallon just was not aware of what was going on, and Colt quickly threw that one into the ground. Referee's having a discussion right now. If it was offsides on Belleville East, it would be 3rd and 25, but if it was just a miscommunication on O'Fallon's part, then it will be 4th and 20.
SSM Health Sports Medicine is the official medical provider for the Belleville East Lancers. To schedule your appointment with one of their
Not sure what's going on. They are going to call the flag.
776-7767. SSM Health Sports Medicine.
And it's going to be on O'Fallon. Too many men on the field for O'Fallon. Looks like that was the call. Oh no, they called intentional grounding on the quarterback Colt there. Tough situation for him. His offensive line just was not prepared for that play, so his only option there was to throw it into the ground. So it's going to be 4th and 30. Once again, difficult to tell if they're going to punt. They should punt here on 4th and 30. But the formation on their last punt looked like it was going to be a pass as well, so we'll see what they pull out here. No, Colt's backing up quite a bit, and he's going to punt the ball away to the right side of the field, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So Belleville East will start there. 1st and 10, down 7 near the end of this first quarter. You're watching Belleville East versus O'Fallon on the Belleville East Athletics YouTube channel. I'm Joey Van Zumeren on the call here. Got Cameron and Tristan helping me out. All right, Lancers offense coming out here now. Try to generate some momentum on offense after having to punt away on their first 2 offensive drives in this first quarter. A bad snap. He catches it, though, and he's going to be brought down. Could have been much worse if it went over Millinger's head, though. It's going to be 2nd and 15 as time expires on this first quarter. Not the best way to end this first quarter for Belleville East. Bad snap that went high, and after fumbling it for a little bit, Millinder was able to get his hands back on it before being brought down. Right, and they'll convene here as they get ready for the second quarter, where they'll hopefully put some points on the board. All right, Belleville East starting in their own territory here. 2nd and 16 after that bad snap that led to a sack. Millinder in the gun here. Takes a snap, hands it off to Trimble. And Trimble's going to get a gain after breaking some tackles and making some room. He's going to get a gain of about 9 there. A little bit of a scrumple there at the end of that play. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Brandon Coleman, not Moisey Trimble, that had that carry there. It's going to be 2nd and 8 after an 8-yard carry there by Coleman. Or I'm sorry, it's 3rd down and 8 for this Lancers offense. Earlier in the game on a 3rd and 8, they tried a screen. Was not able to get that full 8 yards. We'll see what they pull out here. 3 wide receivers lined up, running back in the backfield. O'Fallon eager to blitz. He's going to take the quick pass. Not going to be enough for the first, obviously. That was Desmond Clark on that quick reception there. It's going to be 4th and, I would say, 4th and 2. Seems like a generous marking. But they're keeping the off, looking over to his sideline. Play clock is certainly running down. And it looks like Belleville East is going to call a timeout, their first of this quarter, or the first of their half. Okay, after the miscommunication by the Lancers offense, trying to get a hold of what Michael Harrison wanted to call on 4th and short here. They're back out, and it looks like I'm going to switch it up to a punt now, and Keithan Jones will be back out for his 3rd punt. Has had 2 good ones so far in this game. We'll see if he can continue that success. O'Fallon does not have a returner back there, unless they think the referee is their teammate. Keithan Jones going to punt it down deep. Going to give them bounce favor in the Lancers, and it's going to go out of bounds at about O'Fallon's 27.
Keithan Jones is punt out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
It's going to be the 33 where O'Fallon gets the ball off. Haven't scored since midway through the first quarter, which gave them their 7-0 lead right now with 10:05 remaining in the second quarter. All right, here we go. No plays for O'Fallon offense have been under center so far. So Michael Colt is going to take it on first down, and he's going to hand it off. Belleville East defense stops that play down early. Read that inside zone and stopped it. We'll see if they even give him a yard here for O'Fallon.
Green, the ball carrier. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10.
No gain, so 2nd and 10 for O'Fallon now. Colt on 2nd down, hands it off again, and he breaks free early on that play, and it's going to be 3rd and short now.
Tackled by number 9, Darian Millender. And number 74, Carl Crosby. 5-yard gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 5.
All right, it's 3rd and 5 now at the 38-yard line for O'Fallon. We'll see if they can get this first down here or if the Lancers can get a stop on defense. Colt hands it off again for 3rd play this drive. Once again, gets an initial burst at the line, and Belleville East cannot stop it. It's going to be a first down for O'Fallon now.
Result of the play, first down.
Now 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. O'Fallon leaning on the run game early on in this drive. O'Fallon, or East middle linebacker, eager blitz, but Fallon's going to run it up the middle once again. Steady gain.
Tackled by number 72, Jonathan Rulo.
Jonathan Rulo got that tackle there for Belleville East.
2nd and 5.
Trying to find a solution to stop the run,
The Panther 48-yard
which
line.
O'Fallon has been pretty good on both phases on offense so far. Pass and run game. Belleville East defense not able to stop them too much. But it's going to be a 1st and down again. Colt, he goes to the outside, and receiver, a lot of contact there. We'll see if they call offensive pass interference.
Michael's pass incomplete. Flag on the play.
Hopefully not pass interference defensively on Belleville East, because that would bring O'Fallon to about the 30-yard line. See what side the refs rule that one on. So there was a lot of contact on O'Fallon's receiver. They're going to call it on the Lancers.
Pass interference.
Man, I don't know about that call. Looked like most of the contact was from O'Fallon's wide receiver, but can't have all of them. So O'Fallon's going to have it at the 37 now, driving down on offense. Running back in the backfield. Switches it to the other side. That's Christopher Codwell in the backfield now. Colt's going to take the snap. It's a pass, and he goes to the same play again. And he's going to throw a little too outside, and Jalen Smith can't bring it down, obviously. Going to be 2nd and 10 now.
Number 1, Smith, incomplete. DeAndre Clark on defense of the Lancers. Result of the play, 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now for O'Fallon's. Surprised they aren't sticking to the run game, which was successful for them early in this drive. It's going to be a play action now. He's going to find his wide receiver on the screen, but the Lancers surround him on defense and bring him down for no gain, stopping Christian Joyner, the wide receiver for O'Fallon. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for O'Fallon now. See if Belleville East can make a stop here. It would be a long field goal for a high school kicker.
1-yard loss on the play.
Actually lost a yard on that wide receiver screen, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 now for O'Fallon at the 38. Belleville East bringing their defense pretty up close to the play. Colt takes a snap. He's got some wide receivers open right over the middle, and he's going to go all the way in for the touchdown, and O'Fallon adds to their lead. It's now going to be 13-0. Christian Joyner there was able to break free right over the middle on that zig route, and now he gets a 2nd touchdown of the game. First one went to Jalen Smith on the goal line fade, and now O'Fallon will send their kicker out once again to possibly take a 14-point lead. It looks like O'Fallon is attempting to have some form of trickery on their extra points by having their protection shift from the left side and then to the right position. Just seems like a waste of steps to me, but hey, there's obviously a reason for it. On the extra point now, low snap for the kick is still going to go through the uprights. 14-0 O'Fallon with 7:22 remaining in the second quarter here at Charles Woodford Field. Belleville at least will get the ball back and hopefully try to build some more momentum on offense. So far this season, Belleville East offense has just really struggled to get momentum. As I said before the game, really shooting themselves in the foot, making no mistakes, having turnovers of their own. But, you know, right here is a crucial drive. Make it 7-14. Keep yourself in this game and not let that deficit become you know, impossible to catch up with. Gordon back to return for Belleville East. Break for the kickoff spread out. Now Brogan Hartman will get ready to kick it off for O'Fallon after their touchdown. It's going to go up and it's going to land at the 20, and Belleville East is going to return it, see if he can get some good field position for his offense here. He's going to be brought down around the 35-yard line for Belleville East. About a return of 20 yards there. Important to remember that Belleville East will get the opening kickoff after the first half, as O'Fallon started the game off with the ball, wasn't able to get anything on that first offensive drive after the opening kickoff. So Belleville East will get the ball back after the first half. Big opportunity here to score near the end of the second quarter and then double up after half. All right, first part of that is scoring on this drive, so let's see. It'll fold out. Millender takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, pressure in his face right away, and he's not able to break free from that early sack from O'Fallon. Powerful Caleb Randolph, the senior, brings him down. Second and a long 18 now for Belleville East. See if they can make this at least a third and manageable here and not a third and long. Let's see if they can get some positive yardage here on second down. They break the huddle. Split formation. Milner takes a shotgun snap. He's going to go quickly to the outside, and it's too far away for Des Clark to be able to bring that down. Now 3rd and 18. They have to start looking down the field, open up the playbook a little bit here so they don't end up with a 4th and 18 and having to punt and give O'Fallon really good field position to possibly take a 21-0 lead. Pretty big play here for the Belleville East Lancers. Don't want to let the game get away from them. O'Fallon pressing their corners. Now they back off a little bit on the inside. All right, Milner moves up after looking over to Coach Harrison. Takes a snap. He's looking quickly, and he's going deep, but obviously unsuccessful there. He's looking for Jordan Pickett as his intended receiver, but Pickett just was not able to break free. There is flag on the play. We'll see if it's pass interference on the O'Fallon defense. It's going to be holding on Belleville East, though. So moves them back even further. Looked like, O'Fallon declined that call, though. So that Lancers have to punt it now on 4th down. If the Panthers accepted it, they would get the 10 yards back. But O'Fallon or Belleville East would get another chance at 3rd and long if O'Fallon accepted that. So obviously they're just going to make him punt on 4th and 16 now. Jalen Smith, who has 1 touchdown on the game, back to return. And Keithan Jones ready to punt it away for Belleville East for the 4th time in this game. A little bit of pressure in his face, and the ball is going to bounce to the 41. And that's where O'Fallon will start their drive here. That Lancers offensive drive only took up a little over a minute of time. I'm sure Michael Harrison's not happy with that. Not only were they not successful in getting any points on that drive, but also they gave O'Fallon the ball right back with a chance to score before the 2nd quarter ends. All right, out comes O'Fallon. Colt has it and he hands it off. Plenty of room to run, and he's going to get to about the 41 before he's brought down. The O'Fallon offensive line just has done a great job of clearing a pathway, basically a red carpet for the running backs to run through so far in this game. That was a gain of about 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 38 for O'Fallon. Michael Colt has it. He hands it off once again. That time Belleville East shores up their defensive line a little bit more on that run play. Still going to be a gain of about 4 or 5. Yep, it's going to be 2nd and 5 for O'Fallon now.
Tackled by number 27, Cameron McCollum.
Cameron McCollum on the tackle there for Belleville East. Michael Colt fakes a handoff, and he's going to pass to his receiver who got the touchdown earlier in the game. He runs to the side, but he's brought down. Great effort there by the Lancers defense. Make sure he doesn't get away by making sure Christian Joyner doesn't get another touchdown this game. That was Xavier Martin over the middle of the field, holding on for dear life to Christian's leg there to bring him down. It's going to be 1st and 10, though, in the red zone from the 17 for O'Fallon now. Hopefully this Lancers defense can get a stop. Run right up the middle, and he's going to be brought down pretty quickly, though, for a gain of about 2. Would be huge for Belleville East to get away with a stop here, but still plenty of time if they do allow another touchdown to score in the 2nd half again, and then obviously they have that opening half kickoff at the start of the 3rd quarter. Colt takes snap. It's going to be a handoff again to the right side, and once again Belleville East shoring up their defensive line. Making sure to put a little bit of duct tape on it. Want to stop those big runs, especially in the red zone now. And it's going to be 3rd down after 2 unsuccessful runs for O'Fallon. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 8 for the Panthers. All right, here we go. Big play. Colt takes a quick snap, and he's going to throw right over the middle. And he's going to have his wide receiver, Christian Joyner, in again for a 2nd touchdown of the game. O'Fallon now leads 20-0. Unfortunate start for Belleville East. Just really not able to generate anything on the offensive side of the ball. Have had some mental mistakes. And then, you know, obviously the defense, while they've gotten away with some stops, have not been able to shore up their game and or make any turnovers. So now O'Fallon will attempt this extra point here. And it is up and good. So O'Fallon now leads 21-0 against Belleville East. Lancers now getting the ball back with 4:12 remaining in the 2nd quarter. All right, Belleville East going to be getting the ball back here with O'Fallon kicking it off now. And it's going to go to about the 21. Bounces, Belleville East. Jones returns, and he's going to have some green in front of him. Trying to evade some tacklers, and he's going to get to the 50-yard line. A great return there by the punter, Keithan Jones.
Taken down by number 23, Christian Williams.
That was a return of 30 yards by Jones there after the ball bounced right in front of him. He was able to make some room for himself.
From the 50-yard line.
Great field position now for Belleville East. 50 yards to go to get the first 6 points on the board before this second quarter ends. All right, clock is running here. Millender, snap count. Looking over to his coach to see what to do. Stacked box from O'Fallon, and it's going to be a handoff. Belleville East able to power through there for a decent gain of about 3 yards there. That looked like Moisey Trimble on the carry there.
For a 3-yard gain brings up 2nd and 7 from the Panther 47-yard line.
All right, 2nd and 7 now for Belleville East. All right, Milder after trying the hard count. Takes it looking for an open wide receiver, and pressure is going to get to him, and he's going to run back. Unfortunate mistake, and he's going to be brought down for a big, so foul less time. Or, well, it would be 4th down, so it would. Here we go. 2:45 remaining. 3rd and 16. The play is going to be stopped right away. We'll see if that's a flag on either side, or if there's a timeout called. Yeah, they're going to call false start on the Lancers offense, so it's going to move it back even further now for a 3rd and 21. Killer mistake there, already on a long 3rd down. At the very least, you're hoping the Lancers can generate some yards here to make it a longer punt to pin O'Fallon back deep, make it difficult for them to get an offensive drive before this half ends. Right, switching up some things on offense now for a 3rd and long play. Belleville East with Curtin in the backfield, Millender at quarterback. He takes the snap, pressure comes to him right away at the outside linebacker, and he's going to be brought down for the 2nd time on this drive. Unfortunate end to an already unlucky drive for Belleville East. Jaden McGee got that sack there. He came screaming off the edge for O'Fallon. Just protection was not there for him and had an open pathway to Millender. Belleville East will now have to punt from their own 28-yard line. Looks like both teams are huddling back to their sidelines now, as it does look like there is unfortunately an injured player for Belleville East. Or no, okay, O'Fallon just called a timeout. Looks like everybody is safe, so that's good. All right, after a timeout by O'Fallon, Belleville is going to punt it on 4th and 32 from their 28. O'Fallon's going to get the ball back with a little under 2 minutes remaining, and they're obviously hoping to virtually put the game away before this first half ends. But hopefully Belleville East defense can get a good stop here. Keithan Jones is going to punt it to about the 44-yard line. 46 yards to go for O'Fallon. And they've shown so far throughout this game that they've had no problem quickly moving the ball down the field. Some quick passes over the middle. Michael Cole has been trying to hit up Jalen Smith down the sideline for a deep pass, but has been unsuccessful with that so far. Did draw an offensive or a defensive pass interference earlier in the game, so I would not be surprised to see them pull that out with the limited time in this first half. Still plenty of time, though. They don't have to rush, certainly. First and 10 again. Colt trying to communicate with his offensive line, and he's going to motion his running back to line up as a receiver. Colt in the lone backfield. Empty set, and he's looking for somebody. He's going to scramble, and he's going to pass it. Was before the line of scrimmage, so it's a fair play, and the receiver is going to get 11 yards on that reception. Tucker Lehman with the reception there for O'Fallon. Belleville East, Sonny McGill tried to hold him down so that they couldn't keep the clock running, but it's a minute and a half remaining. This time it's going to be a run play, and he's getting about 4 yards. Minute 25 remaining, clock running. O'Fallon at the 45, so 45 yards to go with a minute and 16 left. Every second is valuable right now. Cole takes a snap again. Good protection from the running back, and he's going to find his outside wide receiver. Is going to be able to get outside to stop that clock.
Out of bounds by number 5, Javion Mobley Jackson.
Is going to be able to get outside to stop that clock. Javion Mobley Jackson for the Lancers was able to bring down Tucker Lehman on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now with a minute remaining. Colt takes a snap, and he's looking for Smith again, who isn't able to bring that in. Once again, too far outside for him to able to bring that catch in. So it's now going to be 4th and 5. Really interesting decision now coming up for O'Fallon. They're a little too far for a field goal at the 42-yard line, but only a 4th and 5, very manageable. So they have to decide, do they want to give the Lancers the ball back? I mean, honestly, a punt wouldn't put too much back further, so it does look like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Colt takes it, and he's going to go to the inside. Jalen Smith brings it down. Lancers defender was just a little bit too late, so they're going to convert on 4th and 5. 57.7 seconds remaining now. Clock stops, and now it's back running. 53 seconds with a clock running. 1st and 10 at their 35. O'Fallon trying to get into the end zone one last time this half. Colt, he's going to look to outside. Pressure is in his face. He evades the sack, though, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to find his receiver. And Belleville East just drops that interception. That would have been killer. Javion Mobley Jackson had the ball right in his hands and couldn't bring it in after an overthrow from Michael Colt as he was looking for Christian Joyner on that one. That would have been a great interception for Belleville East. Unable to bring it in, and the incomplete pass stops the clock. So 40 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10 for O'Fallon at their 35-yard line. Really hate to see Belleville East drop that interception, but got to move on now. 2nd and 10. Colt takes it. Plenty of pressure in his face, and Jaden Howard with the power comes in and brings him down at the 50-yard line. What a play. Comes off, screaming off that line like a beast. Incredible play there by Jaden Howard. His 2nd sack of the game. Had a similar sack on a 3rd down earlier in the game. Incredible play now. Making it really difficult now for O'Fallon, who is going to take another timeout. Their 2nd out of the half. It's going to be 3rd and 20 with 30 seconds remaining from O'Fallon at the 45. All right, 3rd and 20 for O'Fallon now after that sack by Jaden Howard. All right, let's see what O'Fallon tries to do on 3rd and long here. Bringing Joyner in motion. And they're going to take the snap. It's a wide receiver sweep. Smith has it, and he's going to try to get this 20 yards, but Belleville East is going to stop him. And it's going to be 4th and 10. Looks like they're not going to roll him out, or they are, or Belleville East is going to call their second time out of the game. Great defensive stop there by Belleville East. It's going to be 4th and 9. 17 seconds remaining, 36 at the 36-yard line. Key of that drive was obviously Jaden Howard getting that crucial sack. Both teams huddling up now. Wouldn't that be the worst decision from O'Fallon to go for it here? You know, it would be pretty difficult for Belleville East to drive too far down the field with only 17 seconds remaining. So if you're O'Fallon, why not go for this? See what you can get. See if you can get a touchdown on 4th and 11. Because worst comes to worst, you give Belleville East the ball back at the 36-yard line with only 10 seconds remaining. I mean, also you are risking a turnover if you do go for it. But let's see what O'Fallon does here. As we've seen on the previous punts, we never know if Michael Colt's going to punt it or throw it on 1st down or 4th down. So let's see what he does here. They're going for it on 4th and 11. Colt evading pressure, and he's going to be brought down right away. Belleville East gets their 2nd sack of the drive. It was O.J. Mosley, the defensive tackle, getting the sack there for Belleville East on 4th down. So they're going to have 1st and 10 now at the 43-yard line. Really like right here, you're looking for a quick pass out of bounds, maybe get a good 10 or 15 yards, and then after that you can try another one of those 10 or 15 and then a field goal. Or just do that 10 or 15, you know, only takes 5 seconds off the clock, and then depending on how you feel about Millinger's arm strength, you could try a Hail Mary. But with 12.2 seconds in, you at least have time for 2 plays. So let's see what Belleville East wants to roll out here. Maybe they play it safe, though, and just run it into the second quarter or into the second half. Right, would be great if they could get 7 on the board here in the end of the second quarter. He's going to take the screen. Forrest's going to have it, and he's going to be brought down pretty quickly. Beverly should have 1 timeout left in this game, or 1 timeout left in this half, and they're going to call that one right now. Unless... Oh, no, they didn't have any timeouts, so that's going to be at the end of this first half from Belleville East. 21-0, O'Fallon leading so far. Should be an exciting second half if Belleville East, if Belleville East is able to stay in this game. We'll be back with you on the Belleville East Athletics YouTube channel.
gentlemen, give it up one more time for your Belleville East Marching Lancers. Last weekend, the Marching Lancers were crowned the grand champion of the Eastern Illinois University Panther Marching Band Festival. They were first in the Class 6A and won the captions of Best Visual, Best General Effect, Best Color Guard, and Best Percussion. The band had the highest score of 31 competing bands. On September 17th, the band placed second in the class at the Edwardsville Tiger Ambush Classic, winning the caption for Best Music. Next week, the Marching Lancers will travel to Effingham for their next competition. In 2 weeks, they compete against bands from all over the country at the Bands of America St. Louis Regional at the Dome.
The mics are on, by the way, Steve.
Band Festival. One last time, let's give it up for the Belleville East Marching Lancers.
All right, welcome back to the Belleville East Athletics YouTube channel here for the Belleville East Lancers versus O'Fallon Panthers in a great football match here in Week 6 of the Southwestern Conference. O'Fallon had a great first half, leading 21-0 right now as they get ready for a second half of football. Belleville East will return this opening half kickoff here to hopefully get some points on the board and chip away bit by bit at that 3-possession lead of O'Fallon. O'Fallon has had a successful day on offense, obviously. It's Christian Joyner, number 2 for O'Fallon, that has 2 touchdowns on the day, and Jalen Smith, another receiving touchdown. So Michael Colt, starting quarterback for O'Fallon, has a total of 3 touchdowns on the day, all passing. So hopefully better performance for both sides from Belleville East in the second half. Near the end of the second half, you had Keithan Jones, the punter, getting a really good return all the way to the 50. So hopefully they're able to replicate that here on this opening half kickoff. This is Joey Van Zumeren on the call with Christian DeJournay and Tristan Melvin helping out behind the scenes. Beautiful day here at Charles Woodford Field here at Belleville East. Belleville East trying to hold on to this game and hopefully come back. Right now they have a 3-2 record in the Southwestern Conference, and then O'Fallon 4-1 with their only loss on the season kind of against a powerhouse in East St. Louis. Next week, Belleville East will travel to Edwardsville, and then they will finish off their season against Belleville West and then Granite City. All right, out comes O'Fallon, ready for the kickoff. It's Brogan Hartman ready to kick it off, and that second half kickoff is going to land. It's spinning, and Keithan Jones is going to take it to the 30 after picking it up. He breaks the tackle, though, and he evades a little bit, and it's going to get to right back to the 30. So about a 10-yard return there for Keithan Jones to open up this second half. And now Belleville East will send out their offense led by Darion Melinder, who's had a decent game, not able to do too much due to his offensive line protection. Nothing really open up for this Belleville East offense. Trying to get the run game going too, was able to break off a few, but nothing working too much for the Belleville East offense so far in this game. Or do you have this? Talk. Let's go. All right, there was an offsides call on the kicking team of O'Fallon. So Belleville East now gets 5 yard added on to that return, and they're going to start off 1st and 5 at their 34. Even better field position. Linder's going to motion his running back to the other side, and he takes the snap. It's a screen, and the receiver is going to get a good 9. He tries to extend it for the first down, but it looks like they're going to rule him. Let's see what they're going to give him a little bit short. Jordan Pickett, the star basketball player, is going to gain 9 yards there. And Belleville East is now going to have a 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line. Linder going up to the center. Backs way now. Outside linebackers of O'Fallon are ready, and he's going to hand it off. And the ball carrier is going to get stopped. They're going to stop him short of that first down line. So gain of 0 for the carry from Curtin, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 to gain here. Unless the refs are going to rule that as a loss of 6. So it's actually going to be 3rd and 7 now. Looks like a shorter 7 than usual. They're going to be lined up at the right hash mark. Curtin in the backfield along with Millender. Millender in the gun. Middle linebackers of O'Fallon are coming towards him. Curtin picks up the protection, but Millender is going to be sacked again. Looked like he got that ball off in time. So it's going to be 4th and 7 now for Belleville East, and they're going to have to punt it away here to start this second half. Bringing out special teams and the punter, Keith and Jones, to punt it away once again. Not the way Belleville East wanted to start this second half, obviously. Not able to get much going on offense again. Jones is going to take the snap, beautiful snap, and the punt is going to go out of bounds at around the 43 of O'Fallon.
Jones punt goes out of bounds. Panthers take over. First and 10.
Panthers are going to take over at their 46-yard line. Their first drive of the second half. So far, what's been most successful for this Panthers offense is just throwing it over the middle. They got a touchdown to Christian Joyner earlier in the game on a beautiful route over the middle, and he was able to gain separation after that. So that's been their main attacking point so far in this game. We'll see if they stick to it here as Michael Colt takes a snap, and it's going to be a handoff here. Has some room to run, but the Belleville East defense gets up pretty quickly. Looks like a Fallon wide receiver got a little physical after that play. Ref talking to him. Might just get a warning from the ref so far, though. Definitely brought down that East defender pretty aggressively, though. It's going to be 2nd and 7 now after a 3-yard gain from O'Fallon. Colt with the ball. It's another handoff. He breaks the tackle from the defensive line, and he's going to get a few yards there. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 4 for O'Fallon now at the 44-yard line. Two runs so far. We'll see if they stick to it or if they want to kind of open up playbook a little bit more in the second half. Christopher Caldwell, the running back on this play. Michael Cole at quarterback. And he takes a snap, and Belleville East jumps off sides there. Offsides on Belleville East, and that should give O'Fallon the first down. It was 3rd and 4, so the 5-yard penalty now makes it 1st and 10. Frustrating penalty for Belleville East. Incredibly frustrating. A chance to get your offense back on the field, make the stop, but it ends up being a first down because of a mistake. Here comes Caldwell again. He has some room to run, and he's going to get to the 26 or the 27 of Belleville East. Just chipping away, moving that ball down the field play by play. 9 minutes remaining in this third quarter. O'Fallon subbing out Caldwell and bringing in Kylan Green as the runner. Jalen Smith lined up on the left side. Definitely want to watch him if you're Belleville East. Here we go. It's a play action. Great protection from O'Fallon. He has plenty of time to throw. He has a defense lineman in his place, but he's going to find Jalen Smith for a gain of 2.
Forced out of bounds by number 6, DeAndre Clark Jr.
2nd and 7 now for O'Fallon. Belleville East just hoping to at least hold them to a field goal. Bend don't break, and would keep this game a 3-possession game if Belleville East is able to hold them here. Don't want to let them get a touchdown and make it 28-0 though. Michael Colt, and he ends it off, and Belleville East defensive line gets that pretty quickly, wraps it up, and it's going to be 3rd and short now. Hopefully no penalties on this one like there was on that 3rd and 4 near midfield. 3rd and 5 now at the 23.
Brings up 3rd and 5 from the 23.
Michael Colt's probably going to have his eyes on his wide receiver, Turner Lehman, and Christian Joyner as well. Colt takes it, and he's going to go to Jalen Smith on the outside, and he's going to get the touchdown on a beautiful pass from Michael Cole, putting it right in the breadbasket, making a beautiful play for Jalen Smith. And an unfortunate drive for Belleville East. A chance to stop him again on 3rd down. Weren't able to come off the field as 8 minutes and 16 seconds remain in this third quarter. Not a great start for Belleville East in the second half. Had the opportunity starting off with the ball in the second half. Weren't able to come away with points there. And then, after showing some promise on that defense drive, overall we're not able to stop them. So here comes the extra point from Brogan Hartman, who's had a great game so far, and it's going to go in. He is now 4 for 4 on extra points in this game. 28-0 now in this game. Really looking tough to come back from for this Lancers team, but hey, a lot of ball game left. Still 20 minutes of game time left. All right, O'Fallon back to kick it off after their fourth touchdown of the game, their fourth passing touchdown. Great day for Michael Colt so far. Kick is going to go to the 22, and Jones is going to pick it up once again. He's had some great returns. Let's see if he can add another one to that list. He's going to get about 20 yards on that one, getting to the 39-yard line for Belleville East, and they'll start off their second offensive drive of the second half. Looks like there's a O'Fallon player down on the field. Absolutely hate to see that. Looks like he's going to be able to get off to the sideline, though, so that's at least good to see. And they're going to resume play now after the trainer brings him off. Out comes the Belleville East offense trying to get some points on the board. Trying to get anything generated on offense. Went 3 and out on their opening drive. Let's see if they can do better here. Millinger's got Trimble in the backfield with him. 4 wide receivers lined out wide. Sends Trimble over to the other side. Trimble is going to take the handoff, and he's going to go forward, powering through there. What a bulldozer. And he's going to get a good gain of about 6, which will make it 2nd and 4 from the 28-yard line of Belleville East. And referee is now calling a penalty. Or he's calling an injury timeout for a Belleville East player. Trainer Aaron Krimmel goes out there. Really hate to see that. Does
With the ball carrier, gain of 5 yards brings up 2nd and 5 for the Lancers on their own 22-yard line.
does look like it was offensive line that's down on the field as Anthony Cunningham run out there to replace him. And that's number 64, able to walk off on his own power. Can see he's in pain, but great to see that he's at least able to walk off. That looks like it's Austin Yates, the injured player there. All right, Lancers try to recover after the injury of one of their teammates on 2nd and 5 now. Definitely watching that left guard position to see if there's any drop off in play after that injury to Austin Yates. Belleville East offense looking over to their sideline to see what the call is. See any adjustments. Millinder, though, is going to line up. Ushering the call back to his teammates. 2nd and 5. He's going to take the snap from the gun here. Low snap, but he gets it out quickly to his receiver, and it's going to be intercepted by O'Fallon after a bad throw that just missed his wide receiver there. Looks like that was number 7, Armand Vinson, the intended receiver for Millinder. But O'Fallon is going to take the ball back after the interception now at the Belleville East 22-yard line. Unfortunate way to end that drive after a successful run on first down. Intercepted on second, though. Looked like Vinson might have slipped on that one as well. So Millinder not able to connect with him. Out comes O'Fallon offense again, who have dominated this second half so far. They have a 28-0 lead. Colt takes a snap out of the gun, and he's looking. He's scrambling away from the pressure, and he finds his receiver. Ooh, it was a great pass from Colt, but it bounces off the ground. Would have been a gain about 10, but Lancers defense able to keep good coverage, and it bounces incomplete. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for O'Fallon.
Defending on the play for the Lancers. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the Lancer 29-yard line.
All right, here we go. O'Fallon got 3 wide receivers out wide. He takes a screen, and it's going to be massively underthrown, and it hits the ground, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 now. Once again, with love for the Lancers defense, bend, don't break. Last time they were in this situation on the last drive, it was 3rd and 5, and then Colt was able to find Jalen Smith right up the sideline for the touchdown for about 25 yards. So hopefully that's not the case here. DeAndre Clark certainly has a tough match in Jalen Smith. Smith is 6'4", the senior. So he definitely used that height advantage. Colt's going to go for the quick pass, though, and it's going to be dropped by his receiver there, Cameron Sheehan, who had a drop pass earlier in the game as well. So that's going to bring this O'Fallon offense to 4th and 10 at the 29-yard line. Most likely going to pass here unless they want to bring out Brogan Hartman, who has had a good day at kicker so far. It'd be about a 44-yard field goal if they want to attempt that. Looks like they're keeping Colt out there, though, so it's either going to be a punt or a pass. Colt takes a snap, and they're going to run a play from scrimmage. Colt evading pressure to his right, and he throws it deep, and he has a receiver open the middle. It's Turner again, and he's going to go in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. And O'Fallon just dominating the Lancers, extending on their lead early in the second half, and they're now leading 34-0, deflating the crowd here at Belleville East. Brogan Hartman has not missed a single one of the 4 extra points so far. We'll see if he can make his 5th today. That's up, and it's good. That probably would have been good from about 30 yards. 35-0, the score here. O'Fallon leading with 7 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Man, this is obviously really deflating. Tough to watch for Belleville East Lancers and all their fans. Comebacks, obviously seems insurmountable at this point. But hey, see what they can get going on offense. Maybe generate some momentum, at least make this a competitive game. And maybe pull out something near the end of the game. O'Fallon's drive started off on that one because of an interception from Linder. They started off at the 30-yard line of Belleville. So great field position on that drive there. And then it was Christian Joyner. Sorry, I said Turner, but Christian Joyner who ended up with that touchdown reception on a 4th down play. Joyner, his 3rd touchdown of the game. Like I said, he's just able to create some space over the middle, has some speed on him, and is able to create space. So it's 35-0. Belleville East. Keithan Jones is going to take this return again. And he's going to run right up the middle, has some space. And he's going to get to the 40-yard line. One bright spot for Belleville East in this game so far has been the return game. Able to set up some good blocks as well. And Keithan Jones has returned most of them, doing a good job. Haven't been able to break one of those fully off yet, but still potential there. Belleville East will start off the drive now at the 39-yard line after a return from Jones. Melender has Trimble again as his running back. 4 wide receivers split out wide. 4-3 set for O'Fallon. All right, Milner takes the screen to Des Clark. Des Clark has some room outside, and it looks like he's going to be a little bit short of that first down, but a positive gain there on first.
Number 3, Desmond Clark. Pushed out of bounds by number 10, Brian Coley.
6:45 remaining here. They're going to give him 4 yards to Des Clark on that screen play. Milner with the snap, another screen, this time to Vincent, and Vincent's going to get stopped right away. Are they going to rule that as a fumble? He dropped the ball, but it looks like the ref is ruling that as an incomplete pass. Did not have possession long enough for it to be ruled complete, so therefore it's incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 now for this Belleville East offense.
3rd and 6 from the Lancer.
Don't want to give O'Fallon the ball right back. Right, Milner breaks the huddle. In shotgun once again. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right, looking for a screenplay here, possibly on 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, he goes to his left side this time, and it's going to be incomplete. Just miscommunication there between Milner and Jordan Pickett there on the left side.
Jordan Pickett incomplete. Drake Mosley on the defense for the Panthers. Brings up 4th and 6 from the Lancer 43-yard line.
4th and 6 now. Belleville is most likely going for this. It does look like they will keep Milner out there, not bringing out Keith and Jones to punt the ball away. Although Jalen Smith, the wide receiver and returner, is out there on defense, so we'll see how he adjusts. 7 seconds away on the play clock. Lancers got to get this one off kick. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there should be delay of game, but they're going to let him play it. Milner runs it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down pretty quick, not going to get that 6 yards, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for Belleville East.
Yeah, like 7 seconds after. 2-yard gain on the
All right, O'Fallon offense comes back out. Bad snap. The ball is loose. Michael Colt is going to fall back on that one. But that pretty much messes up all of O'Fallon's plans after a bad snap. So it's going to be 2nd and long now for O'Fallon. Moon it back into their own territory. And they're going to have the ball now at the 44. Hey, you take the look as a Belleville East Lancer defense. O.J. Mosley ended up downing Colt after his fumble recovery. Michael Colt telling the play to his tight end. Colt takes a snap. He's looking for his receiver, Smith, but he's going to find his receiver, but he's going to throw a little too low. Tucker Lehman unable to bring that one in after he throws it to his ankles. And it's going to be 3rd and 24 after a fumbled snap from O'Fallon. From the 43-yard line. If they don't get, at least 10 yards on this play, I'd imagine that they will punt it away and give Belleville East the ball, and most likely probably 25-30-yard line. We'll see what O'Fallon offense has drawn up here on 3rd and long. O.J. Mosley is coming after Colt, and he has to throw it away after he has another defender in his face. That was O.J. Mosley with the initial pressure, and then Cameron McCall, the outside linebacker, making him throw it away. Great teamwork there by that Lancers defense, both first and. Looks like that's number 8, Cameron Sheehan, out to punt now. Lancers are going for this block. Doesn't look like they have many gunners unless they fall back. Right. Gunners fly back. Ball's going to go right to the returner, or it's going to bounce around the 33. Bounces in Belleville East's favor. All right, Belleville East with the ball back now. 5.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Trying to put points up on the board and take away from that 35-point lead. Trimble takes the carry. And he's going to get a decent gain on our, sorry, that was actually Markevius Curtin on about a 2-yard run. It's actually a loss of a yard on that carry from Curtin, so it's 2nd and 11 now. Belleville East at the 32 of their own. Haven't really moved the ball into O'Fallon territory in the second half. We'll see if that's at least the first goal for Belleville East on this offensive drive. Milner, a low snap. He's looking deep. Des Clark is deep, and they're going to call pass interference. A clear contact made there by O'Fallon. That was Graham Hunter in coverage who pushed. And that is going to be a pass interference call on Hunter there. So they'll move that ball all the way down to about the 40 of O'Fallon now. So that's one way to generate offensive yardage. That's great. Or looks like they're going to call it. It's not from where the contact was made. It was just 10 yards past the line of scrimmage. So Belleville East actually has the ball now at the 47-yard line. Still great momentum for them. Don't know if Des Clark would have come down with that, even disregarding the push, but we'll take the penalty. 1st and 10 now at the 47. Belleville East. Millender takes a snap. He hands it off to Curtin. He has a great burst off the line. He jukes a defender out, and he has some room to run. He moves back inside, and he's going to get to the 34-yard line of O'Fallon. A gain of about 19 from the running back, Markevius Curtin there.
Tackled by number 4, Drake Mosley. Result of the play is a Lancer first down. L-A-N.
Millender here again, trying to continue the success they've had on this offensive drive. Big chunk play came from the pass interference call on O'Fallon, and then a 19-yard run by Curtin. Millender takes the snap. He has a wide receiver open, but he misses him. No flag on that play after some contact from the O'Fallon defense. He's looking for his receiver there. But it's now 2nd and 10 from the 36.
Incomplete. Broken up by number 33, Hunter Graham. 2nd and 10 from the Panthers 36-yard line.
Second and 10 now. Trying to drive into field goal range at least from Belleville East. Be able to get some points on this drive would be great. Don't want to have any turnovers or mistakes that would ruin this successful drive for them. Millender with Curtin in the backfield. He's going to be a pass. He's a little quick for Des Clark, and he's able to generate some space. Forward progress is probably going to give him a ruling of about 8 yards, which would place him to 27, but we'll see where they roll.
6-yard gain on the play.
We're going to have a 6-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line. Millinger here on 3rd and short. He looks for his receiver. Vincent gets it after almost being intercepted. Vincent breaks some tackles, jukes some defenders out, and he's going to get past the 20, about to the 15-yard line. Great moves there by Vincent. Good pass by Millinger there. Fit it right in that gap. Able to avoid an interception there and get it to Vincent. I believe that was the same play that Millinger got intercepted earlier in the second half. So able to connect this time. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line for Belleville East in the red zone, threatening to score some points here. Little under 3 minutes remain in this 3rd quarter. Millinger with the snap. He looks quickly this time. He has his receiver, and he's going to get maybe a gain of 2.
Millinger's pass complete to number 14, Khalil Waller.
It's Khalil Waller, wide receiver, with reception on that one. They're going to give him a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers, 13-yard line.
Now at the 13-yard line of O'Fallon. Probably the farthest Lancers have drive this game. Stacking good plays on top of each other. Let's see what they do on 2nd and 7. Millinger with Curtin in the backfield. He's looking for his receiver, and he would have been wide open for the Lancers' first touchdown of the game. That looks like it was Jordan Pickett far on the left side as his intended receiver, but not able to connect. If he just placed it that a little bit better, Pickett would have been able to grab that for a touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 7. Don't want to have this drive come away. You know, 3 is still good, putting points on the board, but would love for this drive to end off with a touchdown for Belleville East. 3rd and 7 now with 2 minutes remaining. Millinger takes the snap. He's looking for his receiver. He goes to the left side, and the defender, he breaks the tackle. He breaks the sack, and he's running for his own. He breaks some tackles, and he's going to go all the way. They're going to rule him down at the 1, but a great awareness play by Millinger, the quarterback, who is able, breaks the sack from the defensive lineman and then runs forward for a gain of 12. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Let's put this ball in the end zone here.
Result of the play is a Lancer. First down.
First down for Belleville East after a great 3rd down run by Millinger. Coach Michael Harrison looking to put some points on the board. Millinger in the gun. He hands it off to Curtin, and it looks like he's going to gain a yard or 2, but not quite into the end zone.
The ball carrier. No gain on the play.
Not going to give him any yardage on that. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. All right, Millinger in the gun. He's got a wide receiver in motion. It's a handoff to Curtin, and he would have had some room to the outside, but the O'Fallon defense just brings him down, and it's now going to be 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Man, would hate for this drive that has had some really successful plays on 3rd and 4th down. Would not want to end this drive with only 3 points. 3rd and goal now, though, at the 5-yard line. Trying to get into the end zone. Curtin in the backfield once again. Millinger has 4 wide receivers lined up. Millinger takes the snap. He's going to throw it. He's looking for his wide receiver and inside, and the interception is going to be dropped by O'Fallon. Would have been Millinger's 2nd interception of the game, but O'Fallon defenders basically run into each other, stopping that one. So now it's 4th and 5. 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. See if Michael Harrison, I mean, at this point, a field goal really isn't cutting it, so you're better off just going for the touchdown. All right, 15 seconds remain in this third quarter. Belleville East down 35-0, trying to get their first points on the board of the day on 4th and goal. Miller talking to the sideline with 15 seconds left on the play clock. 10, 9, he's going to get the snap off a low snap, and he's going right to the end zone, and he's going to catch it for the touchdown. Sonny McGill brings down the catch on an incredible move. Or that's not Sonny McGill, that's Armand Vinson with a phenomenal catch. That puts some energy into this crowd here. Gives the Lancers first points of the day. Lead right now is 6-35. And now they'll bring up Khalil Walker to kick this one. Just a phenomenal pass and catch there. Vincent bringing that one down. Was a little bit worried seeing Millinger take that pass so early. Looked like it was a little predetermined, but it ended up working out in the end. Found Vincent in the back of the end zone, and he makes just a gymnastics type catch for that one. Looks like Belleville East is going to take a timeout here before this extra point. Possibly, doing the math here, if they get a 2-point conversion here, it would be 35-8. Hypothetically, if they were able to score 3 more touchdowns with 3 more 2-point conversions, it would be 32-35. And then all they needed is a field goal to tie O'Fallon. But obviously a long way to go until then. So, hey, you got to think about the long-term potential of this, though. Stick to the extra point unless it's a fake. You never know. Maybe Michael Harrison isn't as optimistic about this comeback as I am. They're going to settle for the one. Try to put that one through. And that kick's going to go up through the uprights. So now it's 35-7. Cutting the deficit down to 28 now. Still insurmountable, but great to get some mid-quarter ends. Hey, you never know. Tom Brady was able to come back 28-3 with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. So, hey, who says this Belleville East Lancers team can't do that same thing? 35-7, that's less than what Tom Brady had come forth for. So let's do this. Comeback is officially on. Just get a couple turnovers in there and they're set, It's simple as that.
Number 98 set to kick off for the Lancers.
Grayson Parker getting set to kick this one off.
Number 80.
Parker's kick is up in the way. It's going to go to the left side of the field. O'Fallon's going to take that one. All the Lancers defenders pile up there on the right side, but luckily they're able to make the recovery and bring him down at the 38-yard line. 2.9 seconds remaining in this third quarter at Belleville East.
Tackle by number 22. Ross for the Lancers. Brings up first and 10 for the Panthers on their own 36-yard line.
All right, here we go. They have one play left in this third quarter. Michael Colt, he's going to fake the handoff, and he has his wide receiver wide open over the middle on a post route. And that's going to end this third quarter. That was Cameron Sheehan. He'll get his hands on one of those for the first down. And the O'Fallon Panthers will start off with a first down for this fourth quarter.
First and 10 on the Lancers 47-yard line.
If they do hold on to this 28-point lead. Next week, they'll travel across town to Belleville West, and then they'll finish off their season hosting Alton and then Cahokia. Right now, they're 4-1 on the season. Their only loss coming up against East St. Louis last week, 60-21. They shut out, looks like, Wabanese Valley in week 3 of the season, 40-0. And now they are having a pretty good game here at Belleville East. In the fourth quarter, Michael Cole takes it to start off, and he's going to hand it off. Back is going to gain about 10 yards on that one. Caldwell, the carrier for O'Fallon, he's had a pretty good game today. Constantly just running up the middle of that Belleville East defense. 2nd and 4 now after the 6-yard gain. Colt's going to take the quick screen here to his wide receiver, and he has some speed on him. He's going to gain that first down and quite a few after that. They're moving down now to the 30-yard line of Belleville East with 11:24 remaining in the fourth. All right, here we go. It's going to take another run here from Caldwell. It's probably going to be just short of the first down on that one.
Tackled by number 2, Marcavius
Going to give O'Fallon another first down on that one. We're now at the 19. Threatening with another score here, 35-7. Michael Colt takes the snap. He's going to go to his inside wide receiver. Play is broken up by a great play there by Belleville East defense. That was Keyshawn Peels, the safety, who broke up that play.
2nd and 10, the Lancer 19-yard line.
Now 2nd and 10 for O'Fallon at the 19-yard line. All right, here comes the handoff to Caldwell. He has some room up the middle, and he's going to get to just shy of the end zone. And they're going to rule him down at about the 1-yard line.
Tackled by number 15, Khalil Waller. Gain on the play results in 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Panthers.
All right. And O'Fallon brings that one in. That was Kylan Green on that touchdown. O'Fallon now leading 41-7. Brogan Hartman comes out for his 6th extra point of the day. I'm sure Belleville East would like him to be out there a little less, but 6th extra point is up, and it is good again. 42-7 for Belleville East now. No two ways about it. Very deflating loss. And Belleville East will most likely move to 3-3 now, right at 500 on the season. Next week, traveling to Edwardsville, then finish off their season hosting Belleville West and then Granite City. Okay. All right, O'Fallon getting ready to kick it off. Belleville East will get the ball back down 35 with 10.5 minutes left in this one. Hartman's kick. It's going to end up about 20. Keithan Jones is going to return this one once again. Protection is good for him. He breaks some tackle. Ball is loose, and O'Fallon is going to recover, getting the ball back now at the 35-yard line.
Number 18, Keithan Jones on the return. Tackled by number 46.
That's brutal. Okay, it looks like they did rule that Belleville East recovered that fumble, so Millinger will come back out now at the 37. Kind of dodge bullet there, not that it's going to ultimately affect the game too much, but Millinger now has it at 37. He's going to hand it off to Curtin, and now that ball is loose, and now that fumble is ruled in O'Fallon's favor. Looks like O'Fallon put pressure on Curtin there right away and just pretty much stole the ball right from him like somebody stealing candy from a baby. So O'Fallon getting the possession now again. Just adding to the list of mistakes from Belleville East today. All right, O'Fallon now has their backup quarterback in, and they're just trying to run this clock out now. Looks like they're sending the sophomore English Maddox out at quarterback. Want to make sure Michael Colt gets some well-deserved rest in after he's had a 5-touchdown day.
Caldwell, the ball carrier for the Panthers. Gain of 1 on the play, brings up 2nd and 9 from the 31-yard line.
All right, 9.5 minutes remaining. Maddox is going to hand it off again, and Lancer defense is going to stop him pretty quick there.
Number 29, Mims, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 54, O.J. Mosley. 1-yard gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 8 from the Lancer 30-yard line.
3rd and 8 now from the 30-yard line of Belleville East. English Maddox now in at quarterback for O'Fallon. He takes the snap. He's looking for a pass. He's going to go deep to his wide receiver, who would the corner drops, and the receiver is wide open after the defender drops for Belleville East. Tucker Lehman now with another touchdown on the day, 48-7, and this game still has 9 minutes remaining. It's brutal. Makes you want to slam your head against the wall, seeing Lancer's defender slip up there. Just unfortunate driving in. Here comes the kick from Hartman, and he is now 7 for 7 on extra points, which I got to say, that's something, from the few home games we've had at Belleville East here so far, even against Pekin, East St. Louis, the extra points, for some reason, at least 1 or 2 always go wrong, even if the other team is having a good day. So props to Brogan Hartman, having a perfect day as kicker. scores from around the area. It looks like County and Collinsville had an absolute barn burner of a match today, with the final score being 2-2. So I would love to see the replay of that one. I'd love to see the highlights of it just being like 2 safeties. I'm interested to see if Fox 2 News just has their scores wrong on that one or if that actually happened. O'Fallon kicks it off again. Keithan Jones fumbled his last return, but was able to recover it back. He's going to hug the sideline this time, and he's going to move inside around to past the 50-yard line. Getting physical after the play. Don't know if that last hit was necessary there, but it's all right. Lancers going to get the ball now at the 44-yard line.
Tackled by number 32, Kevon McWright. Lancers will start with the Panther 44, 1st and 10.
Trying to find some other scores from schools around the area to read off here. All right, out comes the Belleville East offense after a good return from Keithan Jones. Starting off at the 43, 8 minutes remaining in this game. O'Fallon leading 49-7. Pretty dominant performance from them, obviously, today. Milner has it. He hands it off to his running back, who has some room, and he's going to break free. Let's go. 10-5 into the end zone for Belleville East for their second touchdown of the day. That's Brandon Coleman on the carry there. A 43-yard touchdown run from Coleman, injecting some juice into this crowd here at Belleville East. Obviously, overall, the scoreboard doesn't change too much. 49-14 now, but, you know, sharpen up the box score a little bit. And the Lancers are going to go for 2 now. So now Michael Harrison is fully on board with my comeback plan in mind. Make it 15-49. Rolling down, then what, 34? You know, it's still up there. It's still in the air. Lining up for the 2-point conversion. 4 wide receivers set out wide. He's got Coleman in the backfield again. Coleman takes it and oof. O'Fallon read that one like a book. So 2-point conversion not successful, and now it's 49-13. O'Fallon leading. Hey, a 1-play offensive drive, can't complain there. Good return by Keithan Jones, set up the 43-yard touchdown run for Brandon Coleman. All right, Belleville East getting ready to kick it off. All right, out comes O'Fallon special teams. Some other scores from around the area. You had Edwardsville beating Alton 51-6. Belleville East beat Alton 33-14 last week, and next week they travel to Edwardsville. Belleville East kicks it off, and it's going to go right to the outside, and returner for O'Fallon is going to down that one at the 32-yard line. Some other scores he had: Mascuda losing to Triad 34-14. Waterloo won over Jerseyville 35-6. You had Highland, shutting out Civic Memorial 65-0. Bree Central put quite the game on against Salem, winning 49-12. Roxana won against Streetburg 36-13 as O'Fallon's going to take a screen there that was broken up by Markevius Curriton, the two-side player. Great job by him leaping up for that one to break that one up.
Broken up by number 2, Arcavius Curriton.
Collinsville beat Granite City 46-0, so Belleville East can circle Granite City on their calendar here coming up in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks on October 21st. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now after the great pass breakup from Markevius Curtin on defense. English Maddox back out there at quarterback for O'Fallon. He takes a snap and he hands it off. Belleville East defensive line want to get some anger out on that play. Brings him down. It's going to be 3rd and short now, or 3rd and 10.
Johnson on the reception. Rulo on the tackle for the Lancers. Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 12 from the Panthers' 34-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 12 now. From, all right, it's going to be incomplete. English Maddox can't connect with the receiver there. So now it's going to be 4th and 12 with the running clock, 5 minutes remaining.
Brings up 4th and 12 on the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Out comes O'Fallon special teams now. It's Khalil Walker back there to return from Belleville East. We'll see what he can generate on this play. Ball's going to go out of his possession, though. And that's going to bounce quite a bit down to the 19-yard line, where O'Fallon will down it at. We appreciate if you're sticking around to watch this game in the 4th quarter, depths of the 4th quarter, especially if you're a Belleville East fan. Props to you for sticking around here on the Belleville East Athletics YouTube channel, presented by the Belleville East Broadcast Club. This is Joey Van Summer on the call with Cameron DeGenore. I should probably check how that's pronounced. And Tristan Melvin helping me out behind the scenes. All right, Belleville East hands it off. And he's going to get some space outside. Good gain, about 5.
Number 26, Moisey Trimble, the ball carrier.
That was Trimble there on the carry.
Tackle by number 4, Drake Mosley. 9-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 from Belleville East now. Mellinger takes a snap from the gun. It's a low snap, but he's going to have Trimble on the screen here, and he breaks free for a little bit. That was not Trimble. That was actually Kyron Ross taking that screen there.
Pass complete to number 22, Kyron Ross. Tackled by number 18, Jordan Thomas. Play results in a Lancer first down. L-A-N.
All right, 2.5 minutes remaining here. Belleville East in a deflating game here, 49-13. But hey, let's maybe put another touchdown on the board and to end this game off. An underhand off, this time to Trimble. He's going to spin for maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Number 26, 44, Jaden McGee.
Past the 2-minute mark now in this fourth quarter. Lancers break the huddle here. 2nd and 9 now, lined up at 35. He's going to find his screen, and that's going to be blown up by that O'Fallon defense.
No unders pass complete to number 18, Keevan Jones. Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 11 from their own 29-yard line.
One other score last night, Belleville West lost to East St. Louis 55-0. So we can at least hold that over Belleville West. All right, under a minute remaining here. Lancers just trying to get into the locker room safely on this one. Milner's going to take a shot down deep, though. That's obvious pass interference, and the ref is going to call that one. A lot of contact there from the O'Fallon defense. Clock keeps running, though. They're just going to move this ball to about midfield. And hey, let's try to draw another pass interference and maybe get a touchdown to end it off. Uh, 10 seconds left on this one. We'll see if Belleville wants to call another play or just head into the locker room to end it off. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be it. 2 seconds, one, and that's going to be it. Belleville loses their 3rd game of the season for a record of 3-3, 49-13 against the O'Fallon Panthers. The Panthers move on to 5-1. Their only loss coming against dynamic East St. Louis. We'll be right back with you for a post-game recap on the Belleville East Athletics YouTube channel. All right, welcome back to the Belleville East Athletics YouTube channel here. Following up after a 49-13 loss from Belleville East against the O'Fallon Panthers. Obviously, not the best game. Tristan, any thoughts on it working behind the computer today?
Well, I was keeping the stream up. I think that we had a few technical. Oh yeah, thanks for turning that back up. We had a few technical difficulties after the first quarter, but in the not quarter, first half really. But the second half, the third and fourth quarter, we kept it going pretty well. I got to see my first Belleville's touchdowns of the season because I was the other game I was at was East Side, and that one didn't go so well.
No.
But I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you stuck around and are a Belleville fan, it definitely wasn't the greatest game. Hopefully they can turn around the next couple. And if you're from O'Fallon and watching this, I mean,
congrats.
Congrats. Yeah. Hope it was fun. Yeah, it was still it was pretty well. I mean, it was fun to watch from a sports standpoint. From a Belleville East standpoint, it wasn't really the greatest. I want to shout out Camden Desjardins for working the camera. I think he did a good job. Obviously, Joe here on the mic. I think you guys heard he did a good job, and I was trying to keep it running best I could. So thanks for supporting Belleville East Broadcasting Club, and stay tuning in for our next broadcast. I believe the next. What's next? Do you know?
Probably some soccer and volleyball this week. That's even we'll be doing. So yeah, absolutely be watching out for that. We'll be back with you for October 15th here against Belleville West, and then October 21st end off the season against Granite City. So thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.
All right.